TC. He goes for number 5. He sees Code Force. Oh, he gets it. That's an ace. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to CCS Week number 4. Today is Playday number 1, Wednesday. We thank you so much for joining us. My name is Ty Tangles, and tonight I am joined by 3 people. Number 1 on the list you can't talk to because he's a little bit on the busy side right now, but he is our one and only cameraman, Mr. Kaz Rep, at Kaz Rep on Twitter. Go out and give him some love because he volunteers every week to come and run these cameras for us for 4 to 5 hours straight, so we appreciate you, Kaz. Also tonight, I am joined by Mr. Crazy Man. How are we doing?
Doing fantastic, Ty. Ready for these matches tonight. How about you?
Woo, I'm ready too, my friend. I am ready too. Also joining us tonight, our other veteran caster, Mr. Matty Cass. How's it going?
What's going on, guys? Feeling pretty good today.
Good. Well, I'm glad you're feeling good. I'm feeling good. We hope y'all are feeling good out there because we have got 2 great matchups for you tonight. But let's start with the first matchup of the evening, which pits Reckless versus Hydra Gaming. And sorry about the graphic. Reckless is currently at rank 4, so it's closer than you even thought. Guys, what can we say about this matchup? Crazy, I'll let you start. What are we thinking? Any predictions? Any thoughts? What do the stats tell you, etc.?
I don't think it's going to be an ultimately like one-sided matchup, but I do think that Reckless is going to end up coming out on top. Overall, they have kind of a better team dynamic, and on top of that, I do believe that Hydra tonight is bringing in a new member of their roster. It's going to be T-Mercs coming in for him, or coming in for Hydra. Hydra's one win so far has been against VEA, and even though VEA did win against Reckless, they were down 2 members. Hydra has also lost to Powerhouse, which was beaten by Reckless. So if you're looking at like previous matches, I would say that Reckless kind of has the one-up on Hydra right now.
Maddie, what do you think?
Yeah, I pretty much agree with what Crazy Man said. I mean, they've been performing, or Reckless has been performing week in and week out. They did really good against Powerhouse. Hydra, played last week against Most Wanted. I mean, they did a solid job, Nyx especially. So if he's able to keep that A game up against Reckless, I mean, they could, keep this match pretty close. But, yeah, I'm going to have to agree with Crazy Man. Reckless, I think, might end up pulling off the win here.
Both of these teams are really good, okay? Stats, we're early in the season. Some people play harder opponents. Some people play not so hard opponents. So it starts balancing out a little bit more as we get further into the season. Reckless took down Powerhouse. And I will give it to Reckless that I think I did take Powerhouse for that match 3-1, and they ended up pretty heftily winning that second map to close out the series after a battle in the first map. But at the same time, Hydra's had its highs and lows, but Hydra last week in the off-stream match was only the second team ever to take Most Wanted to map number 3. They took a map away from Most Wanted. And as you'll see in a second when we get to the lineups, they've just added a Powerhouse player in T-Mercs coming off of World's Best Gaming and Pro League. So I think it's a little bit closer than the stats indicate, and I am going to be the rogue, as usual, and pick Hydra to take this 2-1. Well, that being said, let's have a look at our first roster for this evening. Reckless Esports. Crazy Man, take it away.
All right, so playing tonight for Reckless, we're going to have Goddess, Breezy, ZZ, Powerful, and Schlungy. So among these 5, we do know Goddess and Breezy are kind of the power players for Reckless, but overall as a team, they blend perfectly together. They work off of each other. No one player completely carries the match. And that's one of the things that makes Reckless such a strong team, and this roster itself being such a strong lineup.
Maddie, what do you think about the roster?
Yeah, I think as far as Goddess as well as Breezy, definitely their powerhouses, and especially with the operators they play, I think they're going to have a pretty good chance against Hydra. And if they can get the maps that they have been successful so far in the past, I think they're going to be doing really well here.
I think, everybody knows Goddess. Everybody knows Breezy. They're great, right? I don't want to discount them, but, okay, Schlongy's been here for all 3 games, including the one game where Goddess and Breezy were not, I believe. Am I right on that? I think so. Or was Breezy here and Schlongy gone? It might be that. Either way, I've seen Schlongy perform time and time again in those clutch situations. So, and usually in those clutch situations, he's the only guy versus a couple. So he is definitely a guy that I would keep my eye on. Interesting combination there with the Ashe and the Smoke. Typically, you see an Ashe player be the roamer. Because, that kind of run around and peek corners fast and that type of aggression tends to, you tend to see on, the good old Ashe Jaeger main. Or in this case, I guess, Ela. But we'll have to see what happens today. Again, super strong lineup. These guys are the runners-up in Challenger League. They have earned a spot in ESL relegations. So they're no pushover at all. So it is with a heavy heart that I made my prediction tonight. But we know them, and we're looking forward to seeing what they can do tonight. That being said, let's have a look at the lineup for our other team tonight, Hydra, GG, and Maddie. I will let you take this one, sir.
All right, so for the Hydra roster today, we're going to have Male, RTC, Nyx, Aviation, and Teamworks. Once again, one of those new additions to the roster. Definitely going to be making his debut here for the Hydra team, so I expect him to pretty much go all out on today's match. One of the powerhouses on Hydra, in my opinion, would be between Nyx and RTC, both of them performing really well, especially playing against Flipside, or playing against Most Wanted. I think Nyx did a tremendous job. I believe he had 25 kills against Most Wanted, and if he could do something like that against a team like that, then I think he's going to be one of their top fraggers against Reckless.
Yeah, Nyx was missing, I believe, for a game or two towards the earlier portion of the season. And they've had 2 hard matchups, so for him to pull a KD out like that in those 2 hard matchups, one of which I know they lost at least, is very impressive. That being said, Teamworks, what an add. I'm not sure who they removed to add him, but he has had experience at the highest level of play in Rainbow Six Siege. Not only is he going to be good under pressure, but I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of look towards him to make the calls when it really comes down to crunch time. I'm not sure if they made him the IGL, but we'll have to wait and see. That being said, RTC, he's been up and down. Last season, he was the playmaker. He was the guy that you look to game after game to have a highlight reel going. And currently, he's been struggling a little bit. His KD doesn't necessarily indicate that, but he's been having kind of a variable game up and down. So, again, we'll kind of have to see what is going to come of it. Maddie, you got anything to add?
Nope, pretty much summed it all up.
Okay, well, I think the teams are getting into the lobby right now. So what we are going to do is we are going to toss it over to the bands and wait for them to get started. In the meantime, Teamworks, what an interesting pickup. I don't really know how we can kind of so nonchalantly give this game 2-0 to Reckless, boys. I don't know what your thought process is there, especially with the addition of Teamworks. What do you tell me a little bit more about your thought process while the bands go out?
Personally, I've seen Teamworks play. Yes, he can be a solid player, but I think one of those things one of the things that you really need in a teammate or in any player in Siege is consistency. And, sometimes Teamworks kind of struggles with the consistency. Hopefully he kind of gets it back together. I'm pretty sure I talked to him. He did take a break from Siege for a little while. He was actually playing PUBG, and I think he tried to get into the PUBG pro scene. So him coming back from a game like that could really affect his skill as well. I'm sure he's been practicing and getting back into the flow of things, but it's still hard to really switch between games like that and then come back into a competitive scene like this after taking a break. Yeah. On top of that, it's not just because, Teamworks got added and it's a new guy. That's not the only reason that I'm predicting that Reckless is going to win. Aviation, we've seen lose some kind of easy gunfights, things that he should have won, making mistakes here and there that really should never be made. So that's one thing that can really cost them, matches. RTC and Nyx, both solid players. RTC a little less consistent than Nyx, but you can't wait for, you can't just let those two carry the entire team. But we do have the bands coming out. Actually, I missed most of them. Sorry about that. Bank, Clubhouse, Coastline, Consulate, Cafe, and Skyscraper have all been banned. Pretty standard bans that we're going to see. Chalet is going to be the first pick by Reckless. We've seen them destroy people on this map before. They destroyed Powerhouse. I think it was it a 5-1 or something like that? And then
it was pretty.
Oregon
It was pretty distinct. That's for sure. I think it was pretty one-sided on that one.
Yeah, and Oregon is going to be picked by Hydra, and Border is going to be the decider map. So those are our three maps that we see very often. I'm surprised Border wasn't a first pick, but Reckless did have the first pick. So, you know, that's kind of why we saw Chalet being picked, because we know that's one of their stronger maps. Oregon, of course, Hydra knows Oregon inside and out. I've actually scrimmed against Hydra when I was on a team back when they were still
Nerva,
yes. And they know Oregon inside and out, but sometimes their droning is a little lacking. So as long as they pick up on that tonight, they can definitely give Reckless a run for their money, and we might even see Border as the decider tonight.
And as chat points out, Mr. Hot and Cold, Herda gaming at the top. Don't worry about that. Hey, we're just volunteers here, guy. Yeah, you know, this is pretty much the standard CCS map picks. Okay, Chalet, Oregon Border, Consulate, Oregon Border. So nothing fancy here. I'm very surprised, actually. So Reckless is a team that's got every map in their repertoire. You don't get to relegations without having a huge map pool and lots of practice time on all that. Hydra, especially with their new guy, I was kind of looking for them to maybe try and pull something a little bit cheeky, not ban the super bannable maps like Skyscraper and Coastline early on, forcing the other team to ban a map so they could choose maps that maybe they've done something a little cheeky in preparation for this matchup. But I guess they're going back and relying on these are the maps that everybody plays the most, so we're going to know the most about them. And since we have this new team chemistry now, should we rely on what feels right and what we don't have to think a lot about? And I'm assuming that's what they went for today.
I think Chalet is just one of those maps that they like to play on because, you know, while Chalet is known by a lot of teams, it's not, you know, one of the maps that a lot of teams will spend a lot of time practicing on. They'll play it, they'll practice it so that they understand the map, that they know the map, and they're able to put up a fight on the map, but they don't necessarily practice it enough to make it one of those maps where it's always going to be in their favor. I think Reckless, after seeing what they did to Powerhouse on this map, I think we could see this map being played by them quite frequently throughout the season. We are going to be jumping into the first map now. It is Chalet. Reckless versus Hydra, first map of the first match of tonight.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what these players are going to be doing as well. Once again, I think it's one of those maps, like you were saying, it's going to be close to call. Not really one of those maps where you see too many sweeps on. And this kind of plays in favor of both sides. But going ahead and getting these defensive operators underway, we're going to see a Bandit selected there by Mel, Pulse by Aviation, Valkyrie by RTC, Ella by Nyx, and Smoke there by Teamworks. And actually going to be switching back to that Mira. So this will be good just because they're going to be picking that Wine Cellar, Snowmobile Garage. Mira's, Mirrors as well as Valkyrie cams will come into play here, as well as the Elemines. And Bandit Tricks will be crucial as well, just to prevent some of that entry. But actually, it looks like the last second, they're actually going to be switching to Kitchen and Trophy Room.
Yeah, so Pulse... Oh, sorry, Discord froze up. Didn't hear you talking. Go ahead.
You're fine. I was just going to say on the attacking side, Habana, Ash, IQ, as well as a Thermite and a Jackal. So, you know, having an IQ, especially with so many gadgets into play on the defense, definitely going to be a viable pick here.
Yeah, I mean, I like seeing this Pulse come out. It's not one of those operators that you're going to see as a must pick on this map. However, it can be extremely useful inside of that big garage down there. You can lock down Trophy just by holding big garage. However, it is really easy to flush him out of big garage. He could also try playing from above, or, you know, just get...
Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
Be the attacker. Discord, I think, is freezing up on us pretty frequently right now, so we are having some technical issues. I do apologize for that. But the attackers are starting to move in. We see them always going for that upper control here. They are getting onto that balcony outside of master bedroom and putting the shots on them. Goddess with a Jackal with iron sights. And Thermite already moving inside a bathroom, making sure that they have control of that. So this top floor control is massive on this map. If you don't have on this bomb site, I should say, if you don't have top floor control, you cannot plant the bomb. You will get flanked like it's nothing. RTC is still up here, though. He is in office. The window did just get smacked. I think he tried to put some shots at him. And RTC is going to get picked off by Schlongy. That's unfortunate for Hydra. That's a Jaeger. That's a roamer off early. And then Powerful getting a pick on a Nyx, too. That's 2 of the defenders down already. Mail is going to get caught completely off guard by Powerful. And, I mean, Reckless is just taking full control of this map right now. Aviation is still inside of dining room here. He's moving into kitchen, checking that window, making sure nobody's up there because that'll cut off a lot of rotations. T-Mercs is still holding out in trophy here. He's smoked, so he can shut down a push from the window, anything like that. And they do have control. Oh, Breezy actually getting taken off guard. Aviation takes out Breezy, so that's the thermite down. They can't open up in the trophy. Schlongy is down, but Aviation is going to re-peek it to get the kill, but he's going to get picked off by Powerful, and T-Mercs is going to get finished off by Goddess, giving attackers round 1.
Yeah, I mean, Reckless did a tremendous job getting in above on that second floor, taking master bedroom as well as office, pretty much using the scenery that they had opened up on that floor to force the defense to kind of flush out, around dining room, out of kitchen, and then they just got cleaned up after that. I mean, pretty much an easy round, I'd say, for Reckless. Looks like they're going to be, I believe, doing a rehost here.
Yeah, they I believe Goddess right now is having a small issue with her operator. She only had 2 operators unlocked, and she had no attachments on any of them. So they are going to be going through with a rehost right now.
I believe that's the round still counts though, right? They will be up 1-0 for the rehost.
For now, we are saying that, but I do believe there's something that our admins need to discuss here. But that's something we'll worry about later on. We're going to take a short break while we're getting this rehost underway. Please stick around. We'll have these teams back in just a moment.
Erase all of these broken dreams and flight, and we'll fly. Oh, we'll fly away, away, away. Yeah, we'll fly.
What's going on, guys, and welcome back. Sorry for the delay, just a little bit of issues there. We are already getting the rehost underway. Reckless did win the first round, but because there was a little bit of confusion in the rules, Crazy, I'll let you go more in depth in that.
All right, so we are going to have them replaying that first round. There was an issue with Goddess where her operators were not showing up as unlocked. She had no attachments, anything like that. Reckless did ask for a rehost while the selection period was still open, so operator and site selection was still open, and then changed their minds after the selection period had ended. So Hydra had made some selections based on thinking that it was going to be rehosted then and there, and then it was not rehosted. So because of that, we are giving a round replay here to make sure that both teams are solidly prepared for this round and not making picks based on, thinking there's going to be a rehost. We do have 9 of the players in right now. It is going to be Hydra on defense once again and Reckless on offense once we are ready to go. But I do believe we have all of the players in the lobby now. If they are ready, we're going to go ahead and get this match started up.
All right, I was kind of patiently waiting for them to go ahead and get the start underway. But I mean, that was a really good round for the attackers, regardless of the situation, taking it and sweeping. So if they can keep that play up, they most likely will take Chalet.
Yeah, I mean, Goddess was playing, I think, Jackal with iron sights and still dropped, I think, 2 kills that round. So I don't see the result of this round really changing too drastically. We are going back into it now, so we're going to go ahead and get this underway. Round 1, map 1 of match 1 of the night with Reckless versus Hydra. Reckless is going to be attacking this time. Hopefully they have all of their operators unlocked. That would be useful. Goddess does pick Twitch, so that means, yes, they do have all of their operators. And we do see Hydra here picking Wine Cellar and Snowmobile with a little bit of a different operator lineup. So it's possible that we'll see this round go a little differently. But with the way that Reckless plays this map, I can't see it making a complete and total difference. But they don't have a breacher. They don't have anything for breaching solid walls or reinforced walls. And there is a recruit on Hydra's side. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's intentional or not. But I mean, he's gonna have to play it out regardless.
Yeah. So we are getting underway with setting up the defenses on this lower site. With Reckless not having anything for breaching that garage wall, they're probably going to go for... Sorry, they're probably going to go for a big garage take. And we've seen Reckless do this before. They can do this kind of take. They've done it in the past. They can do it again. So we'll see how it goes for them.
Yeah, I suspect they'll at least have someone playing from the backyard stairs just to kind of give a little bit of contention into that basement hallway. Probably, I would, try to play Sledge and Buck above those garages just to open up the wine cellar area.
Yeah, you do always want to try to get as much vertical play as possible on this bomb site because you can flush people out of certain spots. But we'll see if they decide to do that. I mean, it is Reckless. They can do some crazy things. But Mail actually getting a nice headshot on a Breezy right there. So that's the Buck out of it. That kind of shuts down a little bit of that vertical play we were just talking about. He's not going to be able to buck open any of the floors inside a bar or anything over by kitchen, anything like that. But it looks like Schlungy is just going for this main stairwell here. I mean, he's just taking it. He took out the camera. He's just floating around over here. They're making sure that there's no roamers. And here's ZZ opening up the floor inside a great room here. He's going to try to flush people out of corners if he can. I think you can get some nice angles onto that small closet there, or the connector, as some people call it. So Hydra is just they're fully hunkered down on site here, but ZZ is going to get the first kill for the attackers onto Nyx. So that's one of the heavy players from Hydra out of the equation already. This round could go in favor of Reckless because, you have RTC still floating around on that recruit. He does have a shotgun, and that's fairly powerful. We'll see what he's able to do with it. ZZ getting a grenade kill onto Mail as I'm saying this.
He's not even contested right now either with this. Oh, but he gets shot through that little peephole there by T-Mercs.
Yep, and Shalongi's going to take out RTC at the same time somewhere else. So it is down to 2 defenders. It is a 2v3 in favor of the attackers. And they still have their Blackbeard standing. We could see Powerful do something crazy with this Blackbeard. Also an Ash and a Twitch. So they have the operator advantage. I would say that they have the gun advantage. Schlongy's going to go for the plant here. I believe Blackbeard is going to cover, yes. So, I mean, this is actually a nice plant. I like that. They have a really good cover on Schlongy there because they have the, you know, solid boxes blocking him from being shot. And there's Goddess cleaning up the round, taking out the last two defenders.
Yeah, it was actually an impressive final 2 frag by her. Just pretty much lined up, but she quickly whips it to the next guy, just holding that angle. So well done by Goddess. A little bit of mistakes though on the attacking side. I was surprised that even after Sledge opened up a great room, he got the nice frag kill, and the fact that he kept wanting to challenge it. I mean, it's a little shocking. I mean, just because he already revealed his location the first time, kind of going for that repeak again. No, I guess he tried to go for the risk or just wasn't sure that there was people holding that angle. But he went down, and you know, if that round would have drawn any closer, I think it would have gone more in favor of the defense there. But the fact that Goddess was alive, I mean, was impressive.
I mean, with Sledge, you open up a hole anywhere, you're giving away your position because you have to be right there with the hammer to open it up. So him opening up those holes, he could have been traded back immediately or shut down immediately, but we did see Hydra did not shut him down, so they paid for that mistake. They didn't end up shutting him down. They almost lost another player when they were going to shut him down, though. They got a really nice little angle on him there and caught him completely off guard, which was nice for them. But if the Sledge had played that a little bit differently, actually, no, that wouldn't have changed the outcome of the round. It would have just been 4 attackers shutting down the defenders. They flushed the defenders completely out of Snowmobile, though. And just as soon as they had full control of that site, it was over. It was game over for Hydra. There was no way they'd be able to defend against a plant in there. But we are moving into the second round now. We do have a Jaeger, Ella, Valkyrie, Legion, and Bandit on the defending team. And on the attacking team, we have Blackbeard, Thatcher, Sledge, Hibana, and Ash. So, you know, Hydra actually has the ability to breach reinforced walls this time. Hopefully they use that to their advantage. But we do see Nyx is going to be moving in over by the library, trying to flush out any roamers that might be hanging out over here. Sometimes you'll see an Ella hanging out over there, a Bandit, you know, just trying to shut people down as they try to come inside and keep that map control. The defenders on this map, I prefer having more map control. Aviation getting the first pick on a powerful Breezy, immediately trading it back, though. And then Mail taking out Schlongy, putting it to a 4v3. A lot of the kills coming in before we've even hit the 2-minute marker here. So that's interesting for this round, but we do see Mail is very low on health. He is playing that Blackbeard, so he has that shield that kind of protects him. But if you're low on health, it's still very easy to take you out. So it could be very dangerous for him to move in with this low health. We'll see if he gets reset. It is currently in favor of the attackers operator-wise, but I mean, they haven't even shut down most of the roamers. And there is ZZ taking out Mail. So that's 3 defenders versus 3 attackers right now. So the Blackbeard is out of the game right now. So that window on trophy is going to be harder for them to hold.
Yeah. That means, I mean, they're really going to have to try to take over that master bedroom as you see Sledge trying to open up the floor beneath. And Nyx getting the headshot there onto Breezy. Testing here above bedroom hallway on the second floor. Going to be rotating back out towards kitchen. I think currently they still have Goddess and ZZ holding down in that area. But you can see Sledge trying to get some angles, waiting for some rotates. But Nyx with a nice headshot once again onto Goddess, up to ZZ to try to clutch this out. Patiently waiting in trophy room. I think he might be getting droned out here. I think this might end up being a lost cause for them.
It's possible, but ZZ could pull something out right here. But nope, he's going to get shut down by Nyx. The second he went to peek that, just domed right out of there.
Yeah, I mean, Nyx did a tremendous job getting, I think all his kills were headshots as well. So keeping it at headshot level, impressive shots by him and taking out some of their top players as well in these 1v1s. I mean, he did a really good job running up that second floor, getting the angles that he needed there to take down Reckless on that defense. And this is exactly what they need. And right now you can see the frags pretty even as far as both teams goes. We're going to see ZZ with top frags of 3 and Nyx with 3 as well. And I'm pretty sure he did get the 3K that round. So impressive attack by them. And I think right now it's going to really come down to both teams and how they end up attacking. And I think they'll need to inevitably get a defensive win in order to pull ahead of the other team.
Yeah, we do see a lot of matches like that where it comes down to who can actually win on, you know, the other side. We'll see it. So both teams are very balanced either on attacking or defending. and it comes down to who is able to actually finally change something up and get a win on that other side. So it's possible we'll see this map come down to that. But what I did want to comment on was with Nyx was he was playing that Ashe, that entry fragger, and he did very well getting those entry frags there. He was shutting down the roamers and just pushing them back, pushing everyone back towards site. And then once they were pushed back to site, he finished them off, which was a very smart play by him. That's what I like to see coming out from an Ashe player.
Yeah, the aggression actually paying off. I mean, most of the time we see these players playing these aggressive Ashe picks, and you know, it hasn't really been too much of a game changer. But to see, you know, Ashes making those plays really gives you hope for the character still.
And we are going to see Schlungy. I'm not sure. I hope he isn't droning himself out right now. You know, he does get a drone in there. He does notice that there is a bandit in there. So Male's going to get spotted out in the library. And there coming some Yings. Those Candela charges can completely destroy a roamer. You get caught off guard by them. Male is going to get hit by him, but he's still alive inside of here. So now 2 of the attackers are focused on trying to flush Male out. Male's going to take out Schlungy as Schlungy jumps in there. They did see the Jaeger run by, and I think that baited them to jump in. So that's the entry fragger down and out of this round. Ashe being taken out that early is not at all good for Reckless.
Yeah, it's one of those things I had stated before. I mean, you see these Ashe players, they try to go for these Ashe rushes, and it doesn't end up paying off. And you know, Schlungy getting taken down, they're going to lose that rush potential. But I mean, honestly, Mel was trapped in a really bad position. What a friendly fire by Nyx onto RTC unexpectedly. Now they're going to be losing that Jaeger. And I was just about to comment, you know, RTC did a good job preventing Mel from getting trapped in that room as far as taking down that Ashe, or helping Mel take down the Ashe.
I'm not sure exactly what happened there. Nyx just kind of destroyed RTC, which, I mean, you know, good for Nyx. The kill, I guess?
And it was also a headshot.
Not good for him, though.
Still headshots, though.
Yeah, there's ZZ getting a shot onto Hydra, or onto Male right there. So that's putting it to a 4v3. They are getting this top floor control. Aviation taking out Powerful. So it is... Oh, and then Goddess taking out Aviation. The trades are going back and forth right now. Nyx taking out Breezy. He's going to fall back down these main stairs right here. Goddess is inside of Trophy. I'm not sure if she has the diffuser on her. Yes, she does. She is going to go for the plant. And they do have the Buck upstairs getting that vertical play, trying to shoot him out of that hallway. He's not going to get the shots. Nyx is going to go in, drop shot on Goddess, putting it down to a 2v1. Buck is upstairs right now. Both of the defenders are inside of Trophy, if I saw that correctly. So it's going to be really hard for ZZ to come back from this. We did see... Oh, he gets a headshot through the wall on the Nyx.
Yeah, that was really an impressive shot.
And this is the second time we've seen ZZ put into a clutch situation so far. But he is going to... so T-Merx is actually over in dining room right now. So he doesn't realize it. And ZZ going to take some hits as he jumps in through that window. There's 15 seconds left. He's going to have to go for the plant. T-Merx is going to have to rush him. He is moving down this hallway, and he's taking his time. He knows he can shut down this angle. If ZZ tries to peek this angle, he is going to get hit, but ZZ's going to drop down below. T-Merx is probably going to jump out this window to try to follow now. ZZ's going to hear it, and he's going to get shots onto T-Merx, giving Reckless the attacking round.
Yeah, that was impressive. I mean, it almost slipped away from them. I mean, the defense, they weren't, you know, Reckless wasn't able to spot out their roamer Nyx from behind, you know, patiently waiting over there by fireplace as well as library. And he ends up roaming back down to bedroom hallway, gets the picks he needs. And at that point, it just started getting really sketchy in this 2v1 situation. But I mean, you know, grats to T-Merx, or grats to ZZ for being able to hold that round on Buck, you know, when T-Merx went to go for that aggressive play.
Yeah, I'm not sure why T-Merx jumped out the window like that. It wasn't too smart. He is going to hear you, you know, when you hit the ground there. So he's going to be able to just kind of spin around. But T-Merx should have caught him as he was trying to run out that window. He put some damage into him, but Buck was already low on health. So, you know, you have that SMG-11, you can get that extremely rapid fire. You can get the damage in to kill him right then and there. But for some reason, T-Merx, I don't know if he's just having a hard time aiming, but he did miss his shots there, and he wasn't able to get the kill. That kind of cost Hydra the round in the end there. We are going to see a master bedroom and office site being held here, actually, from Reckless. So I'm guessing they have strats for this. They've practiced this. We see them setting up in this very specific way. They know exactly what they're doing. Sorry, there it goes. They know exactly what they're doing. So it could be interesting to see how Hydra decides to go after this. We don't often see a master and office hold, really. So I'm not entirely sure what to expect from this.
I mean, also they have the Capcan at their disposal as well, and we haven't really seen him yet. So I'm excited to see, what Capcan's capable of doing. I mean, the attackers aren't really going to be running in IQ as well, so I mean, their entry could end up costing them the round, just depending on where they go. As if they're not aware of where these charges are.
Right there, what we just saw was exactly what I was talking about before. How I scrimmed against them when they were still Nerva. RTC's drone just went right by the Capcan. Nick's getting a nice pick on his ZZ. That is the top fragger for Reckless right now. That could be costly for him. But Powerful sitting right here on this Capcan, he could catch someone completely off guard. They sent a drone right past him.
It's in a deadly spot, yeah, like you said, you didn't even get droned out. I mean, this is a deadly situation right now for the attacking side.
But Male is going to get a nice shot on a Breezy right there as we're talking about that. So that's the Mira and Ella are both down right now. Capcan is nowhere near sight. He's roaming. He has not been droned out. But it looks like the attack may have been stalled over by Library. We do see them sitting out here, but they're not really pushing in yet. There is Goddess sitting here inside of that small room there. She's going to get flashed out, and Nyx is going to flash himself, but he's running in, trying to get the shots, but he's going to get picked off by Goddess, putting it to a 3v4. And the attacker's still really focusing on trying to get Library control here. Goddess is just going to kind of fall back and give that to him. They've wasted enough time, so now they just kind of have to play it from here.
Well, that's interesting to see. Valkyrie goes for the aggressive peek. I honestly didn't think that was going to pay off, but Schlongi somehow manages to kill Mel, even though Mel had the advantage as far as sights go. And right now, still Powerful, still, so consistent on wanting to hold this spot, patiently waiting there by the west entrance. And Aviation roaming upstairs. Right now, it looks like the attacking side slowly falling apart as far as time goes, but right as I say that, Aviation gets the headshot onto God. It's going to be losing one of their top fraggers. Looks like he's going to be EMPing grenading himself. Powerful still planning it down here. I wonder what's going on with that. I mean, their whole team's already in, yet he's still patiently waiting there. I mean, they're already getting near these bomb sites.
Yeah, I think if they're all in that hallway right now. If he just walked up these stairs, he'd be able to take out all of them. But they are going to be pushing into the A-bomb site right now, watching these holders. The Valkyrie is going to get a nice shot on the Aviation, shutting him down. He just crawled into the site. Now we see Powerful coming up for this lane flank. He's going to put the shots toward T-Mercs, but he's not going to land him. Schlongi getting a nice nitro cell onto RTC. But T-Mercs is, I believe he downed Schlongi. So now it's all down to Powerful. He has to get this flank in. He has to kind of flush T-Mercs out. But T-Mercs is sitting on the stairwell here. They know he's on the stairwell. Okay, so he's making a smart decision, picking up his teammate right here. That is going to buy him a bit of time. But that grenade coming up could end them both right now. Didn't cook it long enough. They had enough time to run away. So now T-Mercs is going to take out that barbed wire. He has control of this stairwell. But he's going to get shut down by Powerful. A nice play there from Powerful, picking up his teammate, giving them the man advantage. And I think the confidence that they needed to really make that play work out.
I mean, that was almost a close call. T-Mercs with that cooked frag grenade. Honestly thought he was going to be able to get that angle, but it looked like right as he threw it, it seemed like it was a little overthrown from where they were at. I mean, if he would have made that play, though, definitely would have been awesome to see that 2K frag. But I mean, yeah, that was a pretty smart play for Powerful to go pick up their Valkyrie, have her defend while you try to go for the defuse, just in case, Teamworks was still trying to stall it out. But you could see right after he missed that frag, you started to panic and went for the rush. But I mean, overall, pretty good stalling. Unfortunately, did not pay off for them. It's already going to be 3-1 in favor of Reckless. So far, they're going to be selecting Bandit, Mira, Smoke, Valkyrie, as well as the Ella. So this time, they're going to be opting out of the Capcan, as we saw Reckless play. This time we're going to see a Habana as well as a Capitao. So using, that tactical crossbow is pretty viable. They're going to be still rocking the Ash Buck as well as the Twitch, and that's going to help try to counter out Mills' bandit tricks here on the Garage. So this could prove to be quite a strong attacking side already, just against the defense.
We saw Reckless take this site without having any breach ability. They weren't able to take out any, and they still completely obliterated Hydra on this site. So having the ability to open up that garage wall, if they're able to get that open, I see, I don't expect them to lose the round at all. They could win it without it, so I don't see why they wouldn't be able to win it with it. At this point, I'm going to say this map is probably going to go to Reckless. And Hydra is just kind of taking round after round right now. Or, I mean, Reckless is taking round after round, and Hydra's losing round after round right now.
Yeah, it's like you say, in Chalet, it's one of those really close maps, and it kind of comes down to the defense. And so far, Hydra has been struggling to play this defensive role. I mean, Reckless got one up on them on the defense, and already have that lead. So Hydra right now pretty much sweating it out. They're gonna have to change a little bit of how they roam against Reckless, because I mean, Reckless has been doing a tremendous job on getting these roamers up above on these second floors. So if they can keep that pace up and get rid of some of these roamers, I think they will pretty much take this round.
Yeah, last time we saw Hydra on this site, or maybe not the last time, but we did see RTC playing a recruit shotgun while they were on the site. Nick's getting a nice kill on a Breezy right there. That's the Habana out of the count. So that's
one player down there on the attack. They're going to be losing that Habana. So
Reckless. Now it's going to come down to. Oh,
go ahead. Yeah, this quarter froze again.
Oh boy, this is a blast. But Reckless losing that breachability could be costly for him. There's a minute 45 left in the round, so they do have a bit of time to play with. I think RTC might still be roaming around, unless he fell back. No, he did fall back to site. So they get as a full turtle right now. And Reckless not being able to breach any reinforced walls could cost them the round. But we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, right now they're pretty much just turtling down on the sides. ZZ trying to create an angle up from above. You can already see Aviation getting flushed out a bit. His shots are going to be raining in his direction. Losing that Habana is going to suck because they can't get that hatch open there by Great Room. But if ZZ can play his angles right, at least knock out some of these defenders, it will allow his team to press in more aggressively. Looks like he tries to go through the wall. Shot's going to be cooking that frag, trying to find it onto Valkyrie. Gets a nice angle in between. Unfortunately, doesn't pick up a kill off that. And right now, still having 5 defenders left with 50 seconds remaining. I mean, that's not looking good so far for the attacking team. I mean, losing that Habana lost some of that reinforcement breach potential, and they're going to have to play around that, force themselves into these open areas, go for the challenge in the angles, see what they can open up here. Right now, Schlongi pressing into Garage Corridor, trying to find some kills here onto Aviation. It's going to be using the flashbang for the entry. Powerful going to be going up for the assist there, trying to get the tactical crossbow into play. Looks like Schlongi is going to get the headshot onto Aviation, now onto Mel. That's 2 kills for him. Going to get the 3rd one. Powerful going to be finishing up RTC. It's a 4v2 situation, but Teamworks refragging onto Powerful. Now it's going to be 3v2 in favor of the attacking side, but now losing one. Nyx onto ZZ, Schlongi reflagging on to Teamworks, and now it's going to be up to Nyx to clutch us out. Went for the aggressive first floor roam. It's going to have to rotate back down to site. His bomb is going to be placed. Goddess now holding the angle. Schlongi going to look for a pick here onto the stairs, but right now it's getting ticking down into these final moments. Nyx patiently waiting to see which angle these attackers are going to try to play him from. Bomb now at 50%, and Schlongi with a nice breaching round charge to finish it off. And Reckless is going to be taking this round, putting the score now into 4-1.
That got really intense right near the end there. Reckless pushed in, and I thought I saw one of them get picked off as they pushed in. I thought it was the person placing the diffuser, and if it had been, I think that round would have gone to Hydra. So very good from Reckless there, actually kind of taking that round. They did get the diffuser down, and then they just held down those angles. Nyx was able to get a pick by running upstairs there. It's nice to get that pick, but it didn't pay off for them in the end. So what was it really worth? In the end, it wasn't really worth anything. But we are going to see Reckless playing downstairs now. So they went trophy and then upstairs, and now they're downstairs. So they've played almost every site except for Barring Gaming so far. But that Ash just running in, taking out 2 people and downing a 3rd, and then the Capitao cleaning up that 3rd kill. That was beautiful. Really well played. Just completely shutting down the defenders that were holding those angles. I thought for sure Aviation and Mail were going to shut down a push coming from blue there. 2 of them holding that angle, there was no reason for them to lose it.
Yeah, Ash pretty much upheld his end of the bargain with the aggressive play. Killing 2 with 1 or 2. He had 1 clip, killed 2, and downed 1. I mean, very impressive plays by him.
Attackers have recovered their diffusers. Attackers
Very impressive plays on attack, and now very interesting plays on defense. Did not look like they reinforced that snowmobile garage, and Schlongi is going to be playing here inside of Big Garage. So I'm wondering a little bit what they're trying to do here. ZZ up in Master, he could get pixel peeked by Nyx right here. The drone is going to kind of spot him out, but then keep going. He's going to shoot the drones that are coming after him. Now he's going to drop down, so he's playing it a little bit safer. That's a much smarter thing to do. I thought he was going to get a cheeky peek onto some of the attackers. Was hoping for it, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, I mean,
but they're at least wasting time.
Yeah, he had that angle. I was honestly thinking a kill was gonna happen there, but right now, you know, it's gonna be crucial up to Hydra to get these cameras into play. I mean, get as much intel as you can to try to press. You can see the hesitation by them just from how, you know, Reckless has been playing, especially with their roam game. I mean, they're just right now just patiently waiting to get in. But it looks like the first kill is gonna be coming out by RTC with the Claymore onto Schlanke. Had a tremendous performance last round, so losing him, that's gonna suck a little bit. Minute and 50 seconds left. I mean, the defense still has a chance to turtle out this bomb site at least.
They don't even need to full turtle it. I mean, ZZ was still kind of roaming around, buying as much time as possible. And you can see the attackers are all pretty worried right now. We even have Breezy sitting over here inside of game room hallway. He has that hatch open. He can toss a C4 up there if he hears someone running around. I think he's listening to see if someone jumps in that window. And they're just wasting time, as much time as possible right now. It's very smart from them. But Nyx has pushed down into West Main there. Where was that Mira? I didn't even say. I think Mira is still in the...
Yeah, I think she was hiding under the desk there by Wine Cellar. That's actually a really deadly spot.
Nyx is right by.
Like ZZ, 2 frags now onto Aviation as well as Teamworks. It's a 4v3 situation. ZZ, you know, using the fireplace hallway to his advantage, able to take down 2 attackers. Now they're going to be losing some of that breach potential as well as the engagement. Nyx now onto ZZ for the reflag. They're going to remove some of that roam potential, but RTC is going to frag now onto Breezy. And already, you know, the defenders, what seemed to be are in their favor, starting to slowly slip away. Right now, it's going to be up to Goddess and Powerful to clutch this out. Right now, they're holding tight angles, but Mel's going to get the kill there against Powerful. Nyx trying to run in. Goddess holding the angle, was not found and spotted at first, but Mel's able to finish off the final kill under her. And this time, we're going to see Hydra taking the round.
Yeah, it's unfortunate at the end there for Reckless losing their Ella that was upstairs. That late roam there did get the 2 kills, but wasn't able to really come down any further and finish up any other kills. And then with both the Ash and the Blackbeard pushing in on the Mira at the same time there was nothing that Mira could do to really finish that up.
Yeah, I mean, that was just unfortunate for them. Go ahead.
Yeah, unfortunate for Reckless, but, you know, well played by Hydra. Glad that they were able to get the frag onto the Ella that was roaming around behind them. I think if they had not gotten that frag, that entire round would have gone completely differently. I think the Ella would have come down and just completely shut down all of them, just right where they stood.
Yeah, I mean, that was an impressive feat by them. I mean, it looked like it was pretty one-sided at first, but then it just kept switching back and forth between attacker, defender. And I mean, I gotta give it up to Hydra. I mean, they took out those top fraggers right off the bat. I mean, Goddess was pretty much the last one left as far as, you know, how she's been performing to try to clutch it out, but it just wasn't gonna happen. Too many operators against her, pressing the angles all at the same time, and they were able to finish off this round. And, you know, good for them. I mean, this was headed towards match point. They're going to need to keep up this consistent play if they want to stay in this match. I mean, it was Reckless's first pick as far as Chalet goes. I mean, so, I mean, they have at least some kind of strat advantage against Hydra. But, I mean, if they can keep up this play at least, then, you know, this could potentially go into overtime if, you know, they can at least hold it onto their defense, which they've been struggling so far in the past.
I mean, so far, I think that round was a little bit of Hydra kind of adapting and actually winning some of their gunfights, and then unfortunate placement, or positioning, I should say, from the Mira. Shots actually going on to Breezy. Mail taking him out. Breezy didn't even know where to look. He just got completely blindsided there and shut him down immediately. So that's the Sledge being taken out that early. I mean, not even 2 minutes and 20-second marker yet. Just completely obliterated. I'm not sure why they pushed into West Main that aggressively that early on. I don't think they've even droned out any of these roamers. They're not going for any top floor control here as well, which is another thing that's kind of weird. Oh, we do see Powerful actually rappelling up as I said that, and Schlange is on one of the balconies to the southwest. So here we're going to see them finally start to drone out Nyx hanging around up here. But they do need to push in on him and actually take him out if anything's going to come of this round for them.
Yeah, they pretty much need this master room, or this master bedroom control in order to infiltrate that kitchen area. Mel getting the frag on Schlonky. Nick's now into powerful. They're gonna be taking out two powerful characters so far on Reckless. Now it's gonna be up to Goddess and ZZZ to try to clutch this out, but ZZZ's gonna get one, but it can't find the other one. Mel now on a ZZ. It's a 4v1 situation. Up to Goddess to try to clutch this out in a 1v4. I mean, wow. I mean, does this really come down to not droning out as well as they should have?
A bit of it was them not droning out as well as they should have, but at the same time, it was also a lot of gunfights being won by Hydra. I mean, the Ella that pushed into master bedroom after being droned out, that was a smart play there, actually. It caught one of the attackers completely off guard. T-Marks is going to shut down Goddess from big garage there, so that's going to give Hydra yet another round.
Yeah, I mean, props to them too. I mean, they've been losing their defensive side, back to, or at least back to back on those last 2 rounds. But this time they're starting to step up their play. It's getting closer to that overtime. Do you think they're gonna be able to do it this round though? They're gonna be on the attack this time.
I think Reckless is kind of they're gonna change up what they're doing. They did win trophy. They won kitchen trophy, and then I believe they won master bedroom and office. So we are gonna see them picking kitchen and trophy again. This is a pretty common spot to hold. I don't expect Reckless to really make that many mistakes trying to hold this one. And I think a lot of Hydra's kills have really been from Reckless making mistakes. I'm not saying that they're not better. I'm not saying that Hydra isn't skilled enough to win against Reckless. But I definitely would say that a lot of their kills on a Reckless so far have been mistakes and bad positioning from the Reckless players.
Yeah, I think, Hydra so far, I mean, as far as attack goes, I mean, Reckless has pretty powerful roamers. And I mean, this site pretty much plays into that advantage. So picking it, could allow them at least to pinch this off and finish off their map. But, if Hydra can at least get their intel game a little up to par, at least on this round, I shouldn't really have any issues. But I mean, once again, Reckless has some of those powerful roamers that they're going to have to deal with here, at least if they're going to try to take over master bedroom.
Yeah, we did see ZZ getting the double kill last time. He was roaming with an Ella, but he's sitting inside of kitchen right now, it looks like. Now he's starting to move around. But we see Hydra likes to take from library here. And already Nyx is going to start opening up some of these library windows, trying to peek these angles. If Nyx can get shut down here, I don't think they have any roamers that are going to be in position to shut him down. Goddess actually shutting down Mail as I'm saying that, though. So that's Blackbeard getting taken out very early. You're losing the Blackbeard from that trophy window, and that's not good. You want to have the Blackbeard there shutting down that angle, shutting down any rotations through trophy or into trophy, I should say.
Yeah, I mean, so far, Mail's had a bit of difficulties, at least trying to stay alive on his Blackbeard. I mean, the only round that he actually went really ham on was when, Goddess was the last one left alive in that wine cellar. I mean, that's kind of a little bit of unfortunate play by him, but I mean, when he is left alive, he is, very capable of making those plays.
Mail, one of the things about Mail is he does position himself rather poorly sometimes, and it's up to the other team to take advantage of that and get the kills on him. Schlungy and T-Merc's putting some shots back and forth right now, and Schlungy's going to run outside. He's going to open up the window. He's going to get the shots onto the T-Merc's, but Nyx is going to trade it right back. And Schlungy's going to take it out, but elsewhere on the map, Aviation took out ZZ, so that's the Ella and the Jaeger. They're both down now. So, and then RTC taking out Goddess. So it's now a 2v3. It's in favor of the attackers, but they're going for a full upstairs play right now. And Breezy is looks like roaming around inside of Great Hall. So that late flank coming in from Breezy could be important here, especially since he almost got spotted on that stairwell, but they thought it was clear, so they just kind of moved along. So Breezy could move up here. He might be able to get a shot onto several of them. He does get the shot on a Nyx. That's a huge kill, and RTC getting taken out by Breezy as well. Down to one attacker. It's just Aviation. He's sitting inside of office here, and Breezy's going to drop back down on the site, playing it safe, just getting down there. He hears him running around up top. He's going to try to get the shots onto him, and a late C4 is not going to get him, but Powerful is going to shut down Aviation as he pulls in.
Yeah, and Reckless is going to be winning that round now. So they're going to be taking map Chalet as we go into the next one. I mean, Reckless did, that was almost really too close a call. I mean, they lost a lot of their top fraggers and those early rounds, leaving Hydra to clean up this little bit of defender mess. But I mean, they were able to pull it off. I mean, good job to Breezy as well as Powerful for being able to clutch that round out.
Yeah, I mean, we see Breezy doing those late roams sometimes, and they almost always work out for him. Breezy and ZZ, both of them can pull off some really late flanks that give them the round. We've seen it in the past, and I'm not even surprised that we saw it on that map tonight. That's one of the things that I would say gave them that map last time that they played it. So really well played from wow. Really well played from Reckless during that map. As I said, it's one of those maps that they really like to play. So I'm not surprised it went to them. But next we are going to be on Oregon, which is going to be Hydra's pick. But we're not going to play that map right now. We're going to take a short break. So please stick around and we'll be back soon. Welcome back, everybody. We are getting ready for the second map tonight. This is matchup. So Reckless versus Hydra. Reckless took the first map, which was Chalet. Not too surprised by it. It was their pick, and it's a map that we've seen them completely obliterate people on before. I'm expecting to see them play it a bit more throughout the season. The second map was picked by Hydra, actually, so it is going to be Oregon for Hydra's pick.
I think as far as this map pick goes for Oregon, I think Hydra, from how well they were coming back in the previous match, they have the potential to at least win it. Reckless, so far has been doing really good on the roaming. It is going to play in that roaming favor. So, they're going to have to bring as much of that roam here against Hydra in order to pull off a win.
And we are getting into the map now. It is Oregon. This map is well known by a lot of teams. This is one of the ones that you'll practice on very early if you do start up a team or if you get onto a newer team, anything like that. It's a very popular map with a lot of strats that are already there and very easy to learn, very easy to, what's the word I'm looking for? Put into use. But so I'm expecting a lot of standard style plays to come out from Hydra here because we do have that team. Teamworks is the newer player for them in terms of their roster. But for the most part, I wouldn't expect anything too wild to come out, and it's mostly going to be a game of gunfights. If Hydra is able to win their gunfights against Reckless, I can see them taking this map. So that's kind of going to come down to, I'd say, RTC, Nyx, and T-Mercs maybe to win those gunfights. Male on that Blackbeard, you're going to be expecting him to get at least a kill or two. But at the same time, if he hasn't been winning all of his gunfights tonight. He's been putting himself out of position, getting caught off guard, things like that. So those things will cost them very dearly in the end. But we do see a pretty standard setup right now. We do have Goddess on Smoke, ZZ on Ella, Schlongy on Jaeger, Powerful on Mira, Breezy on Castle. Pretty standard operator picks for this site. And we do see Nyx. He loves to play his Ashe. He's pushing in. He spots ZZ, but he does not get the shot onto him. ZZ is going to be in kitchen now. He gets droned out, and he's been spotted out. So he's just going to kind of hold a nice little angle here, trying to see if any of the Hydra players decide to push him.
Yeah, right now just patiently waiting him. I mean, surprisingly enough, Reckless, getting spotted out. Unfortunately, they potentially will be losing a roamer here. Yep, ZZ will be going down to T-Mercs, and now they have complete control over kitchen, trying to make some headway over towards that lobby main entrance hallway. Right now, Schlongy left to try to contest this out, is going to be exchanging some shots. T-Mercs will be taking quite a bit of damage there. Already 2 minutes into this round, we're going to see one down on the defending side.
And this is what I was talking about when it comes down to those gunfights. RT getting a shot on a Breezy there, finishing up that kill. Breezy pushed into kitchen really aggressively there. I'm not sure why, and then got caught with some damage on his way out. And then RTC just finished him off there. So good pick there for RTC to grab. That does, I believe, push all of the defenders back down towards site. No, Aviation is going to take out Schlongy. I'm not sure where that happened, but this is not looking good for the defenders. Reckless is down to a 5v2 right now. Powerful getting some nice damage onto, I believe it was Aviation there, but not landing the kill. Goddess is going to use the smoke charge to try to shut down a push from that hatch. But we are going to see the Candelas to start to come in, some smoke grenades to start to come in. They're going to go for that plant. And then T-Mercs is actually pushed in. He's going to get shut down for that aggression, but the plant is going down. Goddess, it looked like, might have had a shot onto RTC there, but did not take it. So now they have to go for a bit of a retake onto this site and try to take out this diffuser. This is not looking good for them. We do see a smoke canister going up. Nyx taking out Powerful. It's all down to Goddess. She's going to push up and try to smack that diffuser, but they're going to hear it. Aviation is going to come down the stairwell and finish her off.
You know, a nice way for them to finish off this round, getting the bomb down. I mean, you know, you saw Reckless almost trying to come up with the plays with the remote gas grenade. Unfortunately, they were not able to do so. But I mean, I got to give up to Hydra. I mean, they collectively grouped up together, mobbed up on these roamers, able to take them down as well. I mean, that pretty much led them towards getting to that bomb site and, you know, inevitably getting this victory off on the first round.
Yeah, I mean, Powerful was the only one on Reckless that got a kill there. This was what I meant when I said it's going to come down to these gunfights. We saw a pretty standard setup, except for those excessive aggression from the roamers upstairs towards kitchen. Normally, you'll see people kind of give up kitchen a little bit easier, but they pushed in there really hard. Nyx was playing that angle. He got droned out, and then he ran across, got caught completely off guard by T-Marks. But that kill onto, or not Nyx, ZZ, I should say. So that kill onto ZZ was one of those gunfights that, you know, they did win. Hydra won that gunfight, and that gave them a massive advantage.
I mean, it's crazy too, because, you know, on the last map, you know, they missed these crucial drones. Or when they were droning out for, you know, to find these roamers hiding these angles, they were really struggling on getting that kind of intel. But I mean, on this map, I mean, as far as the first round goes, at least, I mean, they immediately spotted ZZ in that kitchen. And, you know, the fact that they pressed on as one whole unit was very impressive. I mean, good execution by them. I mean, if they can keep that kind of communication up as well as that synergy, I think this would, you know, potentially be their map. I mean, they did pick it after all.
Yeah, and they picked it because this is one of those maps that they've probably practiced a lot more, and they know a lot better. This is one of the maps we see a lot in CCS because of how often teams play this map and how often teams practice this map. Breezy's going to get caught off guard by Mail. A nice pick by Mail. Goddess is going to trade it off, though, taking a lot of damage. A good trade, but at the same time, you know, you lost your Ashe, and then you took a lot of damage. So I'm happy she got the kill there, but at the same time, it could be very costly for them in the end. Looks like Powerful, yes, it's going to go for the Twitch turn reset as Nyx takes out Schlongy. Schlongy is one of those players that we've seen doing a lot of work for Reckless so far. So losing Schlongy this early into the round, not even at 2 minutes, not good for them at all. It's a lot of mistakes being made here by Reckless on this map. I'm not sure what's going on. If they're, you know, if they're just kind of losing their pace, but they're making quite a few mistakes here, and it's costing them dearly.
A bomb has been located.
I think it's just, you know, Hydra holding these aggressive angles that are little, some of them are predictable, but the other ones not so much. Like Great Tower there, Mail. You don't really see too many players going for the risky Great Tower play, but I mean, he managed to get the trade, you know, taking out one of their viable characters. And already, you know, Goddess still has quite a bit of damage on her. Still ZZ up as well. I mean, they will still have at least one Candela charge into play. Right now, they're going to be trying to drone out these sites. And this is exactly what they needed to start doing from the beginning, you know, just to lose, or at least not lose some of those players that they had lost. But Goddess now taking down Aviation, 3v3 situation. CC going to be holding that window onto Dining Hall. Going to be doing a little bit of a spray and pray. Right now, not really finding any damage on RTC. Going to be hiding patiently right there by that reinforced wall. And you can already see the Inox model trying to find some potential players. And Nyx, as well as T-Marks, going to be taking down Powerful as well as AZ. It's going to be up to Goddess to try to clutch this out. But the Goo already doing a significant amount of damage. RTC with the shots from above is going to be taking her down. And, you know, Reckless pretty much played right into their traps.
Yeah, that was really well played from Hydra there. They did buy enough time to force the attackers to go in from the spots they wanted them to. If you die to a goo mine, that means that you went exactly where the defenders wanted you to. So unfortunate for Reckless there, but very well played from Hydra, getting those picks onto some of the heavy fraggers from Reckless. We do see Goddess and Powerful being the only two right now on Reckless that have any kills. RTC, T-Marks, and Aviation all have 2 kills for Hydra, and then Nyx with 3 and Mail with 1. So we are seeing this map is heavily in Hydra's favor right now. They're winning these gunfights, and they're doing really well at buying time on the defending side. They didn't take a lot of time while they were on the attacking side. So overall, we're seeing the way that this game should be played from Hydra. They're not being caught off guard as often. They're not wasting any time. They're pushing in. They're getting as much intel as they need, and then working with that intel instead of getting the intel and then continuing to get intel. And by the time you get more intel, the old intel is bad. So they're working very fast, and that's a very good thing to see from Hydra.
Yeah, and I mean, especially that, already with this map, it already looks like a completely different team. You could see the confidence just in their play. I mean, they're not afraid to go for these group up plays. They're not afraid to challenge these corners. Like on Chalet, it looked like there was a little bit of hesitation by them, and lack of droning, lack of knowing certain spots of where Reckless likes to play. But I mean, on this map, they look completely comfortable. A whole new team. Hopefully, I mean, they can keep that up, at least as far as map Oregon goes for them.
I would like to see Hydra continue to play this very well, and I would like to see them bring it to a third map. If they can bring it to the third map, I think that'll give them a much better chance later on in the season as well. Because it's not, while losing a game sucks and while winning a game is great, it's not only about that game. Later on in the season, your confidence will change based on if you won or lost against, this team or that team. So if they're able to win this series against Reckless, or even just this one map, I think that little bit of a confidence boost, or at least learning from this match, will be huge for them.
Yeah, I mean, and if they could take this map, I mean, they're gonna do, I suspect, a tremendous job on border. I mean, they played against Most Wanted last week. They went 5-1 against them. I mean, if they can do that to Most Wanted, what are they gonna be able to do to Reckless?
Yeah, that's a very good point there. I mean, Most Wanted is a pro league team, and they're a very strong team when they want to be. Even when they don't want to be, they still will completely obliterate people. So it shows for Hydra that they're able to kind of push the map to that 5-1 score, and put Most Wanted on the edge of their seats like that. But we do see there is a minute left, and it looks like a lot of Hydra is outside still. They are going for this kids room. RTC watching that door, Schlong getting a kill onto Aviation, ZZ getting a nice C4 onto Mail, and then ZZ peeking out, taking out T-Mercs, putting some shots on RTC. He is going to get taken out, though. RTC also taking out Goddess. Oh, man, the flick right there. Goddess and ZZ should have had a nice pinch on RTC there. And RTC is very low in health, but in the end, they both ended up losing to him. So it is a 2v2 right now. RTC being very low. So he's going to be kind of trying to drone out for Nyx, trying to give Nyx as much intel to work with as possible. And I think it's going to come down to Nyx for this round.
Right now he's going to be Elamine as well. RTC slowly roaming outside, not really trying to get found. He tries to make his way in from farmlands. I think he's going to try to go either at least rappel back up and assist his teammate if he tries to go in the push. No, it looks like he's going to opt to go dining hall. I think take those stairs. Nyx so far going to be pressing in. Looks to be opposite side of Armory. Going to be patiently waiting on dorm stairs, and unfortunately time is going to be against them. But they somehow managed to get these final 2 kills. What was going on? I mean, Reckless, all they had to really do was play more passively. I mean, let the time tick down, let them play into your angle. I mean, they got cut off on those rotates.
If the Rook and Ella had played a little bit safer there, they would have had that.
I think a little bit of mistake by Hydra.
Discord cut out again. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, a little bit of the mistakes that Hydra, initially made was first they switched up their strategy. I mean, they played really aggressively on their rounds. Like the first 2 rounds, really, really aggressive. This round, they opted to play more, safe, and they made the mistake to group up outside of construction site as well as shooting range. And then they pretty much, time ticked down to a minute left. Now they're forced to try to make an aggressive entry. But at that point, Reckless had already had the defense they wanted set up, right there by the tower, right over directly into Kid's dorm, and they were able to pick them off, insanely fast. And then the aggressive peek there by Bandit, by Dining Hall, putting some nice damage onto Hydra. But Hydra, comes out of nowhere with these refrags. I mean, honestly, I think that slipped a little bit away from Reckless on that round.
It did slip right through Reckless's fingers, but it was mainly because Nyx had full health still. He had full health, and because of that, he was actually able to get into bunk bed there. And as he made it into bunk bed, he not only distracted the Ella, but the Rook decided to try, or was it an Ella?
I think it was
think so.
Valkyrie. Yeah, it was a
Was
Valkyrie.
it Valkyrie? Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they distracted the other defender, and then the Rook also decided to go and try to peek bunk beds and got completely shut down. So RTC, who had I think like 5 health left, was able to peek at the top of White Stairs and just shut down the Valkyrie that was inside a kid's room there. So that was brilliantly executed, in my opinion, by Hydra. The bait, hook, line, and sinker. I mean, it was flawless.
And as we're getting this round on our way too, I've noticed, the attacking side already has control of meeting hall right above these sites. And I think right now they're kind of just waiting to see if at least, they have one of their roamers on the defense try to roam into meeting hall.
Attackers recovered the diffuser. A bomb
Yeah, I mean, Breezy is over there by rear stage, but it is a full turtle, I want to say, from the defenders here. Yeah, but we do see Mail actually kind of pushing up those rear stairs. The hatches are going to get opened up. A lot of map control for Reckless right now. But you see Powerful looking for this Echo drone. Oh, and he's going to shoot his own teammate's drone there. That's unfortunate. Nick's getting his yokai out of there safely. That yokai, in conjunction with a smoke, could completely shut down this round for the attackers. But Mail has pushed up to rear stage here. He takes out that drone. RTC getting a nice C4 on a Breezy. That's going to shut down the person watching their flank. So I think Reckless is going to have to adjust a little bit to account for that. Mail might be able to get a nice late flank here, as we see one of the attackers, I want to say, went upstairs. He's in attic right now, and there goes the first smoke canister, going to be stopping Powerful from coming down that stairwell and planting, as Mail is pushing in towards attic here.
Yeah, still a minute left. Mel had a really nice distraction there against Breezy, and then, the C4 kill was able to get thrown down on him. Right now, Reckless still makes their appearance. Looks like Schlongi is going to be entering in towards tower rear stage, takes down Mel. We're going to have one less roaming character to deal with. Right now, this is exactly what the defense needs in order to stay alive in this round. Or attacking side, sorry. Looks like the bomb's actually going to be going down. Aviation takes down ZZ. RTC onto Schlongi. It's a 4v2. What seemed like such a promising round at first. Already starting to take away. It's a 3v1 as we're going to see Powerful getting a frag onto Nyx. And now, looks like that's going to be another win here for Hydra, as Teamworks gets 2 frags with that shotgun.
defenders have disabled the bomb diffuser.
That was insane at the end there. I mean, everything just kind of started happening at once. I mean, Mail losing that gunfight to Schlongi upstairs, that was costly. If they had Mail able to rotate back to site, it would have been made that a lot easier for them to get the retake. But Teamworks with the 2 shotgun kills there was beautiful. Reckless, I'm not sure what happened there. They had the smokes up, they had the Candela charges go in. I don't think they got any kills from that though. So not really getting anything out of that makes it a lot harder for them to really be able to take that attacking round. Yeah, you got the diffuser down, but you didn't get any kills while you were on your way into site. So it was 2 of them against a retake, and the retake went beautifully, especially by Teamworks. He just walked right up there and obliterated them.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
Yeah,
the
which was
bomb.
weird too, because it seemed really good for Reckless. They had control of meeting room right off the bat. But at that point, it was really slow to play. I think that had to deal with Breezy getting taken down by the C4. At that point they had to deal with Mail. I think it's when Schlongi went for that rotate, picked him off. But I think that Hydra did a tremendous job holding both stairs, and having those gadgets at their disposal really paid off for them.
Yeah, Reckless did get slowed down a lot there, and then going for that plant out in the open, not the smartest idea, especially with nobody watching the.
Left before
I believe the smoke was able to just walk in through laundry closet there, I think.
attackers have their diffuser.
So if you had your other players sitting up by that hatch watching and covering you, you would have been able to shut down anybody that tried to push towards the diffuser, anybody that tried to push from laundry or hallway would have been shut down completely. Oh, and Schlongi getting a really early kill onto Nyx. Reckless is really going for it now. Schlongi taking a few hits through the door and the wall there, but it's not really going to affect him. He is Doc. He can just heal himself back up. But that is Nyx out of the round immediately. A very nice spawn peek there from Schlongi, and it could have a very large impact on this round, especially since it's Nyx on that Ash. The entry fragger, who is a very heavy fragger, and has been a very heavy fragger tonight.
Attackers have located
Yeah,
a bomb.
that sucks to be losing him. I think it will be a pretty big impact against the attack. They still have Mail up. You know, he's been doing really good so far. They still have Teamworks up as well. They will have Candela charges. Still lots of gadgets at their disposal on the attacking side. Still taking down. That's going to be 2 minutes left. Right now, Reckless. Very nice spots. Patiently waiting for this Storm Hall breach.
Yeah, I mean, they just kind of have to hunker down. Taking out the Nyx that early really gives, it's going to slow down the attack a lot. So that's really good for them. And we saw Goddess try this on the last map where she held a very close angle, very tight spot, a very risky spot. Hopefully it pays out for her this time. She's just laying down right next to that big window. So Greasy getting a C4 on RTC, but Aviation is going to jump in and take out Goddess. He went to shoot down at that frost mat and just destroyed Goddess in the process. But ZZ is going to jump out a small tower and take out Mail. Aviation trading it back. It is a 2v3 right now, so these kills, these back and forth kills are good, but not giving Hydra any advantage. So it is Schlangy, Powerful, and Breezy that are still alive, and they're just they're sitting on site and they're buying as much time as possible. Schlangy taking out Teamworks. It's all down to Aviation, so Aviation has to take out 3 defenders right now. I don't know if he has, no, he does not have Diffuser, but Powerful is going to kind of run out onto the rooftop and try to drop down there. He's going to get taken out. So it is now Aviation versus Schlangy and Breezy. But Schlangy and Breezy are some of the power players for Reckless. So this is going to be a hard fight for Aviation to win. He is going to be watching for this angle here, seeing if Schlangy decides to peek it, but he's not going to just yet. Oh, almost peeks it again, but then he moves back towards White Stairs. So it's smart for Schlangy and Breezy to just play this safe. They have a massive advantage here. 25 seconds left, and it's the 2 of them versus Aviation.
They still also have a pulse gadget at their disposal as well. Taking down at 15 seconds. Aviation really has to go in for some aggressive plays. Going for the quick peek is going to be Breezy, but Breezy will be taking him down. Pretty easy round for Reckless. I mean, opting to go for the conservative route with the Rook as well as the Doc combo, really ended up paying off for them, especially with the bomb site. They went for this conservative play, hold down the sites, turtle it, and it ended up working out for them.
Yeah. I mean, they were really aggressive there too, taking out Nyx that early on. They slowed down the attack a lot. It's unfortunate that Goddess got taken out where she was. But I mean, that's to be expected. They know that there's a frost mat under that window. They're just going to shoot directly down when they go to jump in, and it ended up killing her. But really well played from Reckless there, actually. So that does give them their first round so far on this map. Do you think they're going to come back from this?
Honestly, I think, Reckless has been kind of making, reckless plays. I know that's a little bit of a pun. But, I mean, just on that last play was 1v3. And, they're down 4-0. And they still opted to go, Powerful still opted to try to go for this aggressive rooftop kill. And he instantly got killed, And if that would have been, let's say Nyx was alive in that 1v3. I mean, that guy is capable of clutching, especially if he was on his Ash. He could have easily won that battle. Breezy missed those shots that we saw. I mean, that could have completely turned for them and ended up being map point for Oregon. So I think if they keep making, these slight mistakes, playing this aggression that's not really paying off, I don't think they're going to end up taking this map.
Yeah, I mean, Reckless, you can't see my face, but I am cringing at the pun that you made.
I'm so sorry. The chat. I saw the chat doing it. I had to say it.
Oh Lord. I mean, I could see Reckless coming back from this. They could just adapt the way that they're playing a little bit, and these small changes could work out for them. I'm not sure if they're going to change up the way that they're playing, but we do see a Montane coming out, which is not something that we've seen on this map. I don't want to say ever, but at least not in a while. Mail is going to be roaming around downstairs right now. Nyx and Aviation are on the first floor. Mail and Nyx could work really well to pinch Breezy here in Classroom if they don't really drone out these roamers well enough. Breezy's drone is going to be kind of going into the hallway looking at Meeting Hall right now. But he's going to spot Nyx with his drone. So, I mean, Nyx is going to have to fall back now. So Mail can't really work together with Nyx to pinch him. Which is unfortunate, but, it happens. We do see a Blackbeard. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say Reckless, already taking control of the second floor, holding multiple angles outside the window, but Nyx is gonna get the kill there onto Schlangy. That's gonna be a big pick from them. They won't be able to have Blackbeard contest on that back kid's dorm area. So now Reckless, they still have the mountain into play, but they lost some of that push potential now. They only have really one angle to cover unless they opt to go for a rotate on one of those balconies.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like so Schlongy is definitely one of the stronger players tonight for Reckless. So losing him is very unfortunate. It looks like I want to say Breezy is he's sitting on his drone. Oh no, he's off his drone now. He's kind of watching for that flank while Goddess and Powerful are going to push in here and go for the plant. But Nyx is going to take out Goddess with a nice headshot there all the way from White Stairs. They have that mirror window there, so they're able to play that. And Breezy taking out Mail. So Mail was not even close to sight yet. There goes the smoke canister, bringing Breezy down to half health. Monty as well down to half health, actually a little bit lower than half health. That could have been very costly for Reckless there. I mean, they have to make this play work out now. Aviation is still floating around downstairs. You've got T-Merc sitting here at the top of White Stairs, ready for a shot. He's going to take down Breezy. He's downed him, but he's not getting the kill. ZZ sitting outside now has to do something because Powerful is not going to be able to push and pick up their teammate there. Breezy is down. Oh, no, looks like Powerful might actually be. Yeah, so he's going to pick up Breezy. But Powerful himself is kind of low on health. So now we're going to see them trying to peek this mirror window, or not mirror window over here. They do have a hole inside of bunk beds. Nick's still sitting there. He's going to vault in. He's going to get taken out by ZZ. And this could change the round in favor of Reckless. But RTC is going to take out Breezy and take out Powerful. And ZZ's right there. He's going to down RTC. But, I mean, there's no time for him to do anything else. So that is going to be the round going to the defenders. So Hydra taking that map.
Yeah, I mean, like Chalet was a lot closer, but I mean, this map, pretty much ended as a complete sweep. I mean, I like the little bit of strategy that Reckless did, is opting for the mountain, just to kind of get rid of some of those goos as well as the elements. So I mean, I could see why they picked him. It just didn't end up working out, especially when Schlongy got picked off so soon. They lost some of that assault rifle potential. I mean, and it wasn't just that round. There was other mistakes that Reckless had made and ended up paying off in Hydra's favor. So, good job for them for being able to hold it down here onto Oregon.
Yeah, very well played from Hydra throughout the entirety of that map, capitalizing on any mistake that Reckless made. Reckless really had to get aggressive to get the one round that they got. But Hydra just adapted right afterwards, and they were ready to take that. So we are going to take a short break before we go into the third map. It's going to be Border. Right now, the series is 1-1. Reckless versus Hydra. Reckless took Chalet, and Hydra took Oregon. So we're going to take a short break. Stick around, and we'll be back soon. Welcome back, everyone. We are moving into the map now. We're starting up the map right now, going into round 1. They have gone the distance with this right now. Reckless taking the first map, which was Chalet. Hydra taking the second map, which was Oregon, with a nice 5-1, almost a full sweep. Well played from Hydra last map. We'll see if they can keep this momentum going into this map. So I mean, both of them are duking it out now on the third map to take this match. Maddie, what do you think we're going to see this map?
Well, like I said before, Hydra, had a really good performance against Most Wanted. One of the pro teams on the map Border, went 5-1 against them. And I mean, Nyx has been so hot for shots all day, just doing a tremendous job. He hasn't really been lacking in frags, and with this amount of space he has with the operators that he's playing as, I think he's gonna have multiple angles that he can play from in his advantage, and as well as his arsenal. And I think, this could potentially be a close round, but I think it's gonna go in favor of Hydra.
It has the potential to go in favor of Hydra, but we see Mailman on that Blackbeard. And I don't want to I'm not trying to be mean to Man. He is a powerful player. But tonight he has not been performing. Last map we saw him, he had 1 kill. His team won 5-1, and he only had 1 kill. You're playing Blackbeard, and you're playing, Bandit and other roaming characters. You need to be getting these kills. Kills aren't everything. But when you're playing Blackbeard, it's very important that you at least get 1 kill. So, if that Blackbeard isn't really performing the way he needs to be, it could cost the attackers that round. But this is Border. This is a map that everyone knows. Not everyone necessarily loves, but there are very specific spots on this map that you need control of. You're going to see a Blackbeard up on that AC window most of the time. Looks like T-Merc's pushing it early. He's going to take out Breezy. They have, I think, full control of the first floor. Breezy got completely off guard there by the Buck pushing into customs that early on. So I think they're going to go for that east stairs control. As I was saying, there's certain spots on this map that you need control of. East stairs is definitely one of them. And it looks like someone is down. Mail is down. I'm not sure what happened there. I think he took a few hits and then he crawled off the ledge there. So they're going to have to pick him up because it's very important that Schlong is going to actually finish the kill. He's jumped outside. He's floating. He's running around outside. He's dodging shots. He's going to be caught completely off guard. He has nothing he can do. He's going to get shot through this door here. Teamwork's picking up another kill on Schlongy. Nick's taking out ZZ. I mean, this is just falling apart for Reckless.
Yeah, I think they unfortunately didn't have. Well, I mean, they pretty much just been outgunned so far as this has been going on, and losing Mel once again. That's one of those characters you need to be left alive. But the hate that he had, I guess, against the Valkyrie trying to press on his position ended up paying off somewhat here for Hydra. And they still have Nyx alive as well. I mean, they have control over the areas that they want. I mean, they took security rooms in the very beginning. They have the east stairs control. They're pressing into these bomb sites. They have the angles, but Reckless now forced to turtle onto the bomb sites. And Powerful gonna go for a rotate kill onto RTC right now, battling out, bobbing and weaving, but he's gonna get taken out with the knife kill. It's gonna get to Goddess to clutch this out. Unfortunately, she's gonna be in a very bad situation to try to contend this. She's gonna get taken out easily behind by Nyx. Beautiful play by Hydra.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it would be costly for them losing Mail like that, but Schlongy, for some reason, decided, hey, let me just jump out there, drop down here, even though the attackers have full control of the first floor. What's the worst that can happen? Well, you're going to get taken out and leave your team at a massive man disadvantage. But, what's the worst that can happen? Not the smartest play, but it did get Schlongy the one kill that Reckless has right now.
Yeah, I think we've pretty much seen every person on their roster at least go for some aggressive peek, and they ended up getting fragged for going for it. So I don't know if that's just the style that they try to go for and see if it pays off, but tonight it really hasn't been.
Yeah, not the smartest moves coming in from Reckless. Hopefully they change what they're doing and play a little bit more passive. We did see the one round they got while they were on Oregon was they were pretty aggressive that round. I mean, they had a Doc and Rook roaming and then spawn peeking, and it was just that is aggression at its finest right there. And I know I'm saying the word aggressive and aggression a lot, but that's what it was. But
Yeah.
when you're jumping out onto that AC balcony and dropping down to get just to finish that Blackbeard kill when you're already at a man disadvantage, it's not the smartest move. You can't be doing things like that.
Yeah, it's completely reckless.
Oh my god.
I couldn't help it, man. You said
If I had a clipboard instead of just a notebook, I would throw it right now. I would just throw it across the room.
Hey, but they have
Why?
a Yokai and a Valkyrie. I mean, that's lots of intel for Hydra, at least so far on the defense. So I think, with these strong characters that they're going to be playing, I think Reckless might have a hard time, especially with the aggression that they play. I mean, if Hydra can get these intels on, this split push, they could potentially win this round. And Mel already getting this game underway is going to be taking out ZZ right across there onto that west angle, and Breezy now onto Nick. So they're going to be losing one of their top fraggers as well as their strongest roamer.
That's a very important kill from Mail. Not just because it's one of the top fraggers from Reckless, but also he doesn't know it, but the diffuser is now down. So the diffuser being downed all the way out there, that buys them I think it's out on that walkway way over there on another building. So that's going to take a lot of time for the attackers to run over to. It is going to be Goddess heading over that way. It's past the 2-minute marker now, and the diffuser is not inside of the building. Aviation still has control of security room. There's 4 attackers left, 4 defenders left, and I don't see really much of a push to flush Aviation and someone else. Was it T-Mercs, I believe, is inside of, or was it RTC?
It's T-Mercs. It's T-Mercs.
No, T-Mercs has his yokai in there, so they're putting a very heavy They're putting a very heavy defense in here. They have Valkyrie in there as well, so RTC is in here. I think he has the yokai on the door. Yeah, he has it on the doorway right now. It's a nice spot to have that yokai drone. So a very heavy defense towards the security room here, buying a lot of time for the defenders. And Schlongy is going to get spotted by RTC. A lot of damage going in on him, but not a kill just yet. Schlongy trying to peek that window. Aviation is going to run out. Teamwork's taking out Breezy and Aviation taking out Schlongi on that run out there. It is Powerful and Goddess being the last two left for the attackers right now. Goddess is out on side of that, or on that east balcony, and Powerful is on central stairs right now. The attackers are completely split up, but Powerful is going to take out Aviation, not before taking a lot of damage himself, though, so that can be extremely costly. It's a nice kill for them to get, but they still don't have control of security. Mail is still inside of archives here. They don't have much ground to work with. And I mean, the Yokai is still up, so he can just stop it last second diffuse. It's not looking good for Reckless this round.
I think the fact that they opted to go for these intel characters right now, you know, the Yokai and the Black Eye have been very strong so far for Hydra. I mean, Reckless has been seen pretty much by any angle that they've opted to try to go for. I mean, that's just, I mean, a goodbye Hydra. I mean, just, you know, having the intel they need in order to prevent these pushes from happening. You can see it's so far paid off, you know, ticking down to these last final seconds. Too many defenders left alive. I don't think this is going to end up happening here. We're going to see Teamworks getting killed for the final kill. The defenders are going to be winning that. I mean, just unfortunate for Reckless, really.
Yeah, I mean, that very strong security hold bought a lot of time there. Sledge being caught off guard on that window, taking a lot of damage. And then Aviation on the Mira just ran outside and finished off the Sledge kill. So that's unfortunate for them. You don't want to get killed by a 3 armor running out on you. It's not exactly fun. So we are moving into the...
Yeah, I guess they're going to continue the round without their player coming back.
Yeah, I
Or
mean,
Reckless.
Breezy just said in chat he's not coming back, so it looks like we might be playing. Yeah, so Breezy says play on, so it is going to be a 4v5 to start here. Reckless is going to have to play this way differently from what we would expect to see if they're really going to pull this off. We do see a Bandit, Ella, Smoke, and Jaeger coming out here, and they are playing Armory and Archives. So we'll see what ends up happening here. I mean, Reckless has the ability to kind of stop pushes, kind of expecting them to not really play on site because they have three-speed operators. And so you might see Schlongi sitting on site to stop a push, and then the 3-speed operators kind of roaming around to go for flanks and plays like that.
Yeah, it's going to be really difficult for them. I mean, having one player down, they're forced to, you know, play this aggressive defense, at least hold multiple angles. You know, you can't really give up east stairs, and, you know, having one less player means less coverage. And, you know, Hydra so far has been doing these split pushes so aggressively on this map. And, I mean, just the fact that they're one man down on Reckless is really going to play into Hydra's favor. I mean, it is pretty obvious, but I mean, the fact that they're going for these split aggressive pushes at least.
And Breezy this time not getting caught off guard by team trying to push in through this wall here that early. Oh, but he's going to get picked off by Nyx pushing in from the other side. Nice pinch coming in from Hydra there, just completely shutting down Breezy. And you were saying it is playing in... Oh, Powerful with a nice headshot on a Teamworks there. A very nice angle to be holding, shutting down Teamworks, trying to push in through there. Schlongi running out onto that balcony. But it's not just that they're down a player. Reckless is not just down a player. They're down one of their best players. ZZ has been fantastic tonight. He's getting these really aggressive late flanks, or these really really strong late flanks, I should say, and wasting a lot of the attackers' time. So losing him is not good at all for Reckless, but I mean, they're using Powerful to buy as much time as they want here. And Powerful going to drop onto Nyx there. Not the smartest move. He does get taken down, putting it to a 4v2. It is Schlongi and Goddess left alone now. Mail is going to walk right in front of the hole. He's going to get downed. Looks like, yep, Schlongi is going to notice it. He's going to finish off the kill, but now Nyx and RTC and Aviation are all just going to pinch in on him. They're going to shut it down. RTC coming around the corner is going to take out Goddess, giving attackers round 3.
Yeah, not looking good. I mean, I'm not really sure what was going on in Powerful's mind. I mean, he went for this aggressive drop once again. I mean, that wasn't the first time that he's done it either. That time it, you know, still didn't pay off. And
Yeah,
you know,
I mean,
I don't think. I mean, with the way it's playing out, I mean, and this could potentially just be a sweep for Hydra.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing really well, and Reckless is just constantly making mistakes. I'm not sure what Powerful is thinking. I mean, he did it last map, and it didn't cost them too much, but they were at an advantage already. So it doesn't matter if it doesn't pay off. They're at a massive disadvantage. So I do see ZZ getting back in now. So it is going to be a 5v5. So we have Hydra. It looks like it was that ventilation and workshop that they picked.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
they
it
also
must be
have
'cause they went
ZZ back
upstairs.
too.
Attackers need to locate
Yeah.
and defuse bombs.
So ZZ once again is going to be on that buck. Or no, yes. Yeah, he's been picking buck normally. Sorry, brain fart there. But we are seeing it downstairs hold because Hydra has just won every single round so far. So they won their attacking rounds. They won their last defense round. They're showing up. They woke up for that second map, and for this third map, they're ready to go.
Yeah, I think they're gonna. I think honestly, they've pretty much gotten into Reckless's heads at this point. It's 3-0. They've been down a player for the past 2 rounds. So I think there's too many mistakes happening for Reckless tonight.
Attackers must locate.
Yeah, maybe they're just having a bad day. Maybe Hydra is a very strong opponent for them to be going against. I mean, this does look really good for Hydra, being able to shut down Reckless on border. If they 5-0 Reckless on border, that's going to look fantastic for Hydra. Nick's getting a nice kill onto Powerful there over by those east stairs. Looked like it was outside of the balcony there. I think Powerful tried rappelling up and just got taken completely off guard. So this is a standard hold for this site where people are holding upstairs. They've got the castle barrier.
Yeah, they have a lot of castle barriers up. They're gonna have to play against.
But Breezy, being the aggressive player that he can be sometimes, has already pushed into customs. He's going to peek that stairwell and get taken down by Nyx, putting it to a 5v3.
Yeah, I mean they have two attackers now down, IQ as well as an Ash. Huge players to be going down as well. It's gonna be upset. No, right as I say that, I was gonna say Schlonky with this nice play or nice aggressive push gets taken out from below by T-Mercs, and Nyx completely taking this round. Gonna be taking out ZZ, who showed up out of nowhere. Unfortunately, not really able to do much that round. And RTC with the final kill there onto Goddess. Right now, Hydra already leading towards the sweep, towards the 5-0.
I mean, it's 4-0 right now. They're showing up really strong against Reckless on this map. A lot of nice picks coming off, like T-Mercs with that C4 shutting down the Ying, pushing into there. That was a beautiful play. That was brilliant. It's exactly what you want, because you can't get blinded by the Candela if you aren't in the room with it. With Schlongy, Powerful, Goddess, and Breezy, I mean, 2 kills for Schlongy and Powerful, 1 kill for Goddess and Breezy, and no kills for ZZ right now. That's not good. I mean, Nyx up there with 7 kills. Nyx has been doing fantastic tonight. And he is shutting down Reckless every single opportunity he gets.
Yeah, Nyx has been way on his game tonight, and I mean this is leading right now Hydra towards this victory, well deserved by them too. I mean it didn't look really promising on map Chalet. Honestly, it looked really rough for them, but I mean as they switched to Oregon, a whole new team has arrived, and it's been a pleasure to watch the change, the adaptation by them. And it's what was it, the last map was 5-1, and this is already about to end up being a 5-0.
Yeah, I mean, Hydra, I think that first map was their warm-up for today. I think they skipped on warming up in like casual or ranked or scrim or anything before their matches today, and they decided the first map would be a warm-up, and they wanted to push it to a third map. I don't know, it's what it seems like, and it's definitely happening in that, it's definitely happening that way. So Reckless is going to be defending this upper bomb site right now. Hydra pushing in. It looks like they might all be going for a... they're trying to take that lower floor right now. Breezy might get caught off guard again by T-Mercs pushing in over here. Shots almost hitting him there. He does spot that the hole is already open, but Buck has already pushed in past there. Oh, T-Mercs spots him. He might be able to lock him down in this spot now. So Breezy's going to run outside. He's going to get marked. And the shots are going to come from T-Mercs, putting some damage in, but not getting the kill just yet. But Nyx is going to push up and take out Breezy. I mean, Hydra has been pinching Breezy downstairs beautifully so far. Every single round that they're on attack, if Breezy is running around downstairs, he gets pinched. ZZ taking out Nyx, so that's the top fragger for Hydra finally being taken off the board. Really important kill for them to get this early in the round, especially with a minute 50 left. They don't have that heavy entry fragger that Nyx is. and Powerful is sitting here inside a workshop. He's sitting on top of the servers. He could get a really nice play here if he does not get spotted by Hydra.
Yeah, right now, Teamworks. Deadly spot. Looks like he's going to be rotating out after one of his buddies goes down. Schlongy. Aviation's going to get the headshot on him. Aviation now using those EMP grenades to open up this wall for Habana. Powerful now getting the kill there onto Mel. It's going to be a 3v3 situation, and right now, you know, actually drawing towards Reckless's favor if they can play this out right. Habana Charge will be opening up. He's going to have to go for the remote gas grenade, but it looked like he played it a little too far. I'm surprised he's actually trying to go for the prone, and somehow ZZ managed to take down RTC without getting spotted by Aviation. And it looks like Aviation's going to opt to go in for the aggressive play. Is going to get taken down, and Reckless now actually getting a round win, and that's going to be, I think that's the first one for them.
Yeah, it's the first one on this map. Hopefully they decide to take that and you know, come back, or at least put up a bit of a fight, because so far they've just been getting shut down completely. So we do see Breezy getting a kill that round. It is 2 kills for Goddess, Schlung, and ZZ, and 4 kills for Powerful. Not a lot of kills coming up from the Reckless side here, while Nyx has twice as many as Reckless's top fragger. And then RTC and T-Mercs both with 4 kills, Aviation with 2, and Male with 1. So this is what I was talking about before. You know, Male hasn't been overperforming tonight. He got 1 kill last map. He has 1 kill this map. He's playing Bandit. He's playing Blackbeard. But he's not making these, you know, massive plays. He's not getting these really important kills. So it's rough to have him playing these operators that should be doing a bit more work than what he's actually doing. Luckily, Nyx has been making up for it by a long shot so far, just completely obliterating Reckless every chance he's able to. So Hydra is going to be defending upstairs again. And we do see, it looks like they're going for some heavy defenses over towards offices here, with some defenses going up in security and one wall going up over by Armory Wall. So I'm guessing we're going to see the Mira hold from inside of security again, and then we're going to see, you know, maybe 1 or 2 people sitting inside of offices. You don't need a heavy amount of players inside of offices here. You have all of those reinforcements, and that is what is going to keep the attackers from pushing into there. So their main goal right now should be holding control of that security room. And Nyx already taking out Breezy. He's just not giving Breezy any chance to get any kills. Nyx is playing fantastically so far. Not even at the 2.5 minute marker, and Breezy was shut down. So that's the sledge that's going to be going down. Sledge is not an all-important operator on this site. However, he is extremely useful for opening up angles and opening up holes, different pathways for you to go through. So losing him is massive.
Yeah, I honestly feel bad too, because I mean, he hasn't really had a chance to really make plays so far. I mean, you know, Hydra's been doing a tremendous job taking him out of these games in the early rounds. Powerful though, going to be taking out Nyx unexpectedly too. I honestly, Nyx, one of their powerful characters was, or that sounded weird to say, but Nyx, one of their stronger characters, getting taken out by Powerful. It's a little weird to see. But I mean, you know, props to Powerful for making that kill on one of their top fraggers.
Yeah, we do see Reckless actually already pushing into offices here. Slongy missing his shots on Aviation. That's drastic. Very unfortunate for Reckless, but so far they're being put into this offices, and Male taking out Slongy right there. Male finally, you know, getting these kills that need to happen. Schlongy being on the ash is a massive kill to get. Aviation is going to open that hatch, and Male is just going to drop down. His grenade comes in and kills him anyways.
Whoa,
Unfortunate for
I don't even know how
Male.
he managed that either.
I mean, they threw it over the wall, and it just dropped right into the hatch. That was beautiful to watch, but extremely unfortunate for Male. I was gonna say, you know, they're pushing into offices, and with all those reinforcements up, it's just kind of like it's a kill room for the defenders. You know, there's not many ways for the attackers to run out of there if you do get a nice pinch onto it. But Aviation going for an aggressive peek onto Powerful, not gonna land the kill. Did land some shots, kind of slowing them down a bit right now, but he is a 1-speed operator, so he's trapped there. ZZ taking out T-Mercs, and RTC trading it back immediately, so it is a 2v2 right now. Goddess pushing in. She's going to get taken down by Aviation. Powerful pushing in to try to kill Aviation. He's going to get the shots on him. He's going to push over away The diffuser is currently down to RTC. I'm not sure if he knows the diffuser is down. He does have his C4. Powerful is sitting back there. The C4 is going to come up. It's not going to get the kill, but RTC knows he just kind of has to sit back here. He has to listen for Powerful to try to run across. Powerful is going to move in, and he's going to get taken out by RTC.
Yeah, it's going to be GG's for Hydra too. I mean, I honestly feel bad for Powerful. I mean, he was doing a tremendous job this round. Not the guy you really see making the plays, yet he comes up out of nowhere and, you know, completely allowed his team to get control of this bomb site. And unfortunately, just not able to capitalize on the plays right after that. And, you know, GG's out for Hydra. I mean, rough match at the start, but they were able to come up with a 5-1 on the second map and a 5-1 once again on map border. So grats to them. And, you know, so far, really good games coming out so far.
Yeah, I mean, I am extremely impressed with Hydra showing up on those last two maps. Both of them becoming a 5-1 for them. Fantastic plays coming out from Nyx. I mean, he was incredible tonight, just dropping everyone that was on Reckless. I don't think there was a single person on Reckless that Nyx did not kill at least once tonight. So really impressive work from him. I would say that he made a massive difference for those second two maps.
Yeah, Nyx was really one of their stronger players. Did a tremendous job, tremendous performance by him. You know, leading Hydra in and out of each map. You know, grats to them. I mean, overall for taking it Reckless. I mean, I honestly wasn't I mean, surprisingly enough, it went to a third map, but the way it ended with it being such a tremendous sweep for, you know, in favor of Hydra was just weird to see. So I mean, yeah, obviously a really awkward first map to play, but it really shows, you know, what that team was really able to actually do and what they were capable of against Reckless.
Yeah, and it looks really good for Hydra having this win. Looks good for Hydra. Looks good for all of their players. So I'm happy for them taking this win. That does put Hydra at a 2-2 record, and Reckless is also going to be at a 2-2 record right now. We are going to be taking a short break. When we come back, it is going to be Omen versus Prevail.